Okay.
Just talking to this? Oh, yeah, am I loud enough? Okay. Hi. What do you want me to say exactly? Yeah, so just talk about how you got here and maybe a little bit about your life. This is a historic document. Go ahead, Tabitha. Okay. So, well, thanks. Okay. I've been sober for 9 days. I got here 9 days ago. My name is Tabitha. And this is my story. I just found out about everything. The war, the bombs, I just realized this was, really happening. For years, I thought the Kens were playing tricks with my mind, hurting my brain. Thought it was the worst trip ever. Every time I'd come out of my haze long enough to look for food, I'd find more chems and, well, they kept going. And I kept... Automated warning to all responders. The Mr. Farmhands are out of control.
Bloody interrupt me.
DASA has asked us all to document our stories for posterity, you know. It seems like a fine idea. So, hi, I am Kesha McDermott. When the bombs fell, I was in Watoga, coordinating a statewide science fair for that year's high school kids. And the theme was the future of energy. After the bombs, everything was pretty chaotic.
Shit.
Scavenging for food and fighting with rabid survivors. Oh, it was just a bad time all around. I found a couple of surviving kids from the high school whose parents didn't make it. We holed up in a house in town for a while. After a bit, I was able to solder the circuitry in an old radio, and we tuned into a broadcast from the responders. Oh, we were overjoyed. The trip from Watoga to Flatwoods, it was rough, mind you. The kids and I ran into a group of assholes in the mountains who stole our food and water. I can't tell you how happy I was to find the responders in Flatwoods. Tents for everyone, open kitchens, medical supplies, protection. We were safe. They had a problem, though. Their water sources were contaminated heavily. People were boiling water, but not long enough to make it safe.
Ah, fucking hell.
I stepped up and I said, I'll build a testing kit to monitor the contamination, and I will teach folks how to properly boil water. And I did. The world is getting better, but slowly. We need to make sure it doesn't relapse, too. It's going to take time and care, that's all. Well, time, care, and science.
Automated message. The Forest Watch detects all supervisors down. Good job. Responder team, proceed to the Ag Center and get to the mainframe. You need to reset the farmhand targeting parameters. That should keep our people safe in the area. Be careful.
Okay, yeah, let's do the event, I guess. Man, there's a lot of holotapes to get through. I like the story one though. That was kind of cool. I hope we do find the rest of those. Yeah, I mean, I guess we do the event, right? I mean, why not? It's there. It shouldn't. Doesn't seem difficult. I have a bit of an ADS issue though. It doesn't seem to want to. It doesn't want to aim down the sight.
Biological material detected.
Oh shit. Fuck you. Right, now I need to go down. That's a way up.
Begin mulching subroutines.
How do I get down? That's the way out.
Welcome to the farm of the future. From
Oh shit. Oh come on man, aim down the fucking sight. The fuck? How do I get down? Down. Here we go. Oh shit. What the fuck was that? Didn't see him. Okay. Targeting parameters. Remove human class from target list. Have a nice day. Thank you. Right, back to what we were doing. We'll come back here and explore another time. Okay. I'm guessing I'm too heavy or some shit. We do also need to upgrade our strength so we can carry more shit, because that's gonna forever be an issue for me. For sure. So I might even do that. Yeah, I'm gonna start with strength. I'll go strength. How long we got left? What's the time? We've got about 40 minutes left before we will call it a day. The fuck? Okay. Test a sample of water from Flatwoods water pumps. Any meat on these? Oh yes. Man, I need to stop getting distracted. But it's so easy. There's so much stuff. How do you stay focused? Can I get in here? There's no way in there. Right, stop. One thing at a time, man. This is why you take so long to complete these fucking things. Analyze the okay. Give me that meat. Because obviously I'm desperate for food. Okay, diagnostic terminal. Analyze water sample.
This is my first interview with another survivor, Kesha McDermott. She found me...
Equipment checkout sheet. Please keep this list up to date at all times until we get a terminal set up to track this. Just testing kits. What's telling me to do? Boil water. I guess we just do that here, right? Completed. Check in with the self-serve kiosk. Oh, we wanted to check this. Let's check this. Let's turn the radio off. Bloody hell. Log in. Guest. What? Ah, damn it. I can't get in anyway. Check in. You must complete one more experiment for the responders to become a full volunteer. Dolbert Winters. Alright, let's quickly run back to camp and sort out our infantry again.
Chloe's my pet.
Oh, shit.
I'm not sure.
Actually, let's move camp over here somewhere. You let me put it down anywhere. Why not let me put it down? I don't want to be too far out. Come on. There we go. Alrighty. Build. Stored.
Commencing attack on hostile target.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Kill.
Oh, I can't even fucking reach that. Come on now. Oh, no, I wanna... Oh, I can, okay. Stored. Okay, we've got our cooking thing. Put it down. Got that. Got that. Don't really need that anymore. Scrap it. Don't need that right now. Right, so we want to scrap. Oh, I've already done that. Store all junk. Store. Dee. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna want to keep that. let's get rid of all this crap. Oh. Take the meat out, we'll cook that up. Oh Jesus, right, store that, store that, store that. No, let's do that. We've had that, had that, had that. We've had that. We haven't had those two, I don't think. Oh, okay. That's just a random thing.
This is my first interview with another survivor, Kesha McDermott. She found me trying to break into a Nuka-Cola machine and, showed me a different way. So, Kesha, can you tell us a bit about how we can make sure our water is safe for drinking? Try to keep it to the basics for training purposes.
Oh, it's not complicated, really. Find water and strain out any big particles and chunks. Then, boil it in a pot over an open fire for a minute or two, then let it cool. Should be fine. Like making tea, right?
Right.
Uh-huh.
On our way.
You joined the responders a while ago and helped develop a program to train volunteers.
Looking for Delbert.
So, were you a survivalist prior to all of this?
You could say that. I taught high school kids. I used to talk about this very thing to them. Practical application of the sciences. It's fascinating, but you never realize how important some things will be down the road, do you?
I know I'm being distracted.
So if we were students of yours, what would you tell us about the world now? How can we survive?
That's a good question, Dasa. Well, I would tell you all to remain calm and focus on surviving. The first thing you need to do is get yourself some clean drinking water. It's likely all you'll find is dirty water, but that's okay. We can fix it. Dirty water carries a small chance of disease, and it's a bit radioactive. You'll probably survive if you drink it, but you shouldn't take that risk. It's better than toxic water or nuclear waste, though, which are both very harmful and should be boiled thoroughly first. Got that, Dutha?
Yes'm. Contaminated water should be boiled. Okay, that sounds easy enough. So, boiled water is safe?
It's mostly safe, but still a bit radioactive. What you really want is purified water.
Oh, purified water. Okay, how do I get that?
You can build machines that will do it for you, and that's the most reliable way. Building them requires some space and time and plenty of materials. But on my way up here from Watoga, I found purified water occasionally in supply caches and medical kits. So, keep your eyes peeled.
If I boil water, and that's mostly safe, aside from a teensy bit of radiation, what about tea? Most folks around here are tea drinkers, as you know. I recall many a night sipping tea on the stoop, watching lightning bugs, and reading a book in peace and quiet. Tell me that's still okay, Kesha?
Oh, bless your heart. It's probably as good as boiled water anyway. Maybe even better if you add anything medicinal to it. Some survivors add all sorts of flowers and herbs to boiled water, and they swear by it. Personally, I stick with purified water. To each their own.
Okay, got it. Switching tracks a bit. I know you're awfully busy with your latest research in Flatwoods. Can you explain that a bit?
Of course! I'm testing local, natural water over time in Appalachia. Gathering data, monitoring the radiation and contamination levels, all of that. I analyze the data in my lab to look for long-term trends and use those trends to determine how we can use the water right now. We use the water for more than just drinking, you know. It feeds our plants, which feed our animals, so we need to know how things are changing.
And there's a lot of these tapes.
You got a lot of work cut out for you. I'm glad you joined the responders. That data sounds valuable.
Hello.
It is. I've integrated the data collection and research into the Responders Survivors Volunteer Program as well. I am still a teacher, after all.
Wow. Then there you have it, folks. Thanks for talking with us today, Kesha. And thanks for showing us all how to live a little safer.
Class dismissed.
Done. Done. Okay. Property of Delbert Winters, Delbert's private journal, January 15th, on faith. I needed to write down my thoughts because I was losing faith. I'm ashamed to admit it. I witnessed the wrath with my own eyes. The brightest of lights filled the sky, and I thought he had come for me and those of the faith. But we remain. Why? Either he did not come, or we were not good enough. I pray. I pray every moment I can. Nothing. I hear nothing. I used to hear something, I think. Did I? It's hard to remember. So long ago. Oh dear, he's struggling. February 20th, responders. This past month I have struggled. I cooked a lot though. You know, it helps me calm to cook. Ingredients are so simple. Mix this and that and you got yourself a food. Life, not so much. And the beyond? I don't know. I thought I did. The responders set up camp in town. They're a bunch of medical and firefighter types, and they plan to fix up survivors. I'm volunteering. This is something I know I can do. April 15th, nightmares. Devoting myself to cooking for these survivors and running the book club and the nightly survivors guilt meetings has been good for me, but I still come home at night and I think, why? I was ready. I was ready my whole life for this. What did I do wrong? Ooh, June 10th, weird cows. It makes me glad to see the responders are taking in survivors so well. We need them, Lord knows. We need to rebuild this land. I've been noticing a weird thing. Some of the animals are born different. At first I thought it was just a random fluke, two-headed cow. Should go to the Museum of Fakery. But then it happened again. And again. He doesn't make mistakes like this. September 1st, the flood. Weird cows are born more often than not, and I don't know what to say. Plants are weird too. Plants are merging, changing colours, I don't know what. Maybe this is a recreation of our world like after the flood. If so, we survivors had no ark, no protection. I stayed up all night cooking stew and corn poney. I don't know. For everyone here. There's a lot of us now. A lot of us aren't doing so good. Some have lost faith in the responders and ran to the mountains to join gangs. I pray for them. I pray for us all, mind you. Was there supposed to be another page to that? Okay. October 10th, experiments. The weird cows continue to be weird. I hear someone who arrived from over east of here call them Brahmin. I can't remember what regular cow tastes like anymore, or regular tomatoes for that matter. I've set up an experiment to monitor these things. I'm worried. What if the meat and vegetables here are hurting us? I need to keep track of this to know for sure. In the meantime, I think old pre-packaged food is probably okay. Gangs, November 8th. Bunch of old survivors came down to town from the mountains. They're in a gang now. They wanted stuff. They tore up my gardens and killed some cows. I'm going to start putting some extra food in the pantry just in case. and I need to remember, they have a tough time up there. There can't be much to eat in the mountains. What's my fucking dog doing? Buddy. What are you doing? Come on, blanket. Blanket. Good boy. Our future. I brought all the weird cows down from the nearby farms and let them loose in the pastures. I think they'll stay by because I planted a bunch of good hay grass there. In a couple months I'll build some gardens near the houses and I'll set up some control groups of plants. He didn't take us, so I need to make sure I'm ready for when he returns. This has to be such a trial. I have to do better. Well, it has to be just a trial. I have to do better. I need to make sure everyone here eats well and survives until the end. Apology, April 25th. I have sunken my entire life lately into these experiments and feeding these survivors. I've asked him if this is enough, if he will come for me now. Silence. Is this punishment? I was in the war. I killed. I know I did these things, but I had to. They made me do it. I thought it was right too. How can I apologize now? June 26th, at peace. Just finished planting the community garden for next year. Figure I'll spend some time in the garden patches behind my house for a bit. It brings me peace to work the land like this. Planting some seeds. Gonna see what in the hoot they turn out to be. Don't look like any kind of seeds I know. Bless his creativity, right? Yep. Potluck schedule. Today's potluck, ribeye steak. That's an amazing schedule. If I had ribeye steak every day, I would. That's just a fucking happy apocalypse for me, I'm gonna say. Apple chili. Get some tomatoes, the uglier the better. Add some beef, doesn't matter the quality. Just a handful of garden beans, not the canned junk. Add some cleaned up rainwater for the earth taste. Mix it up real good, then simmer over a fire for a good long while. Volunteer training. Delbert wants every volunteer to cook one meal for today's potluck. Today's menu is Survivor's basic ribeye steak. Get some meat from one of the local cows, toss it on the fire until it stops oozing. Glorious.